Oh, yeah. Your face is bleeding? Sweet. I want to see if this, oh, yeah, I got you. Tweet or message. Yeah, I'd kill him too. Ooh, you remember that movie Throw Mama from the Train? All right, so the idea is, I'm gonna send you the link real quick. The idea is, okay. The idea is that, and the if anybody watches broadcast, this kind of ruins our alibi, but I don't care. It's all theoretical. The idea is, to get away with a murder, right? You make sure that you have an alibi for your victim, right? And you do this by trading victims with somebody, right? So if your victim needs to be, dealt with, I do it. I have no connection to your victim, therefore they will not even look for me. All right, so I'm gonna start opening these packs. And then you take my victim out, and you have no connection, and I have an alibi. See? So they like come to me and like this little kid Brian. Oh, these cards you need this one, Deshaun Jackson. This is one you need. He has a Tampa Bay chemistry. So this little kid Brian that Emily knows, like he's gonna disappear one day, and I'll have no idea why. Oh, that's right, I got to pick. So yeah, they'll be like, "Hey, do you know this kid Brian?" And I'll be like, "No, I have no idea." Oh, this is an 89. This is a good card. You might want this one. So 89. We get these two power ups, and then we choose one more. Doesn't matter. Highest card. So then we get, these are the good packs. Then you get, ooh, elites. These are the legendary cards. So here, remember what I was telling you before, and this is good because it's good content. Number one, because I'm explaining to the viewers what's going on, and I'm also explaining to you how these cards work. Yeah, I just did the game show host voice. So these legendary cards, there's a series of 5 of these for each legendary player. And if you collect all 5 of the legendary component cards, you complete the set and you get a legendary boss card. And you get the highest level of that legendary player's attributes. So Michael Strahan is a beast left end. So are you watching and because where I'm narrating because I'm brilliant. But now you can see, right? How much is the delay? Not very long. Okay. All right. So these fantasy packs, you get 2 rounds. You pick 4 players in the first round, and then you pick one of the 3 elite players in the second round. Second round is a guaranteed elite player, which means 81 or 80 or above, but they're usually way better than that. So for these, you just want to pick the highest number of cards you can get, and then I always pick power ups, even if they're not the highest, because the power ups can become higher. Ooh, legendary Kevin Green, 86. So these cards, if you don't use them later, I'll take you through my setup and I'll show you my stuff because my stuff is kind of beat. And I have 6 more of these packs. This is $100 bundle. Yeah, I just did that. So remember again, you get the highest players you can because you can sell these players for training points if you don't use them later. Alright, and then the bonus round. Oh, what's this? Oh, high level Leroy Sermon card. That's a Bucks defensive tackle. You're going to want this guy. We're going to try to find... Yeah, but his top level card is like 90 or 91. We're going to get those. We're going to get all of those because we're in beast mode. So we just scroll through real quick because... well, I kind of have to. Oh, I thought you were talking... Whatever, I thought you were talking to me. This is entertainment here is what it is. Alright. Oh, that's a legendary. Larry Zonka, that's a fullback. Darrelle Revis is also one of your chemistry players. And this is another... See, now we have 2 of the component cards for Leroy Selman. So we're going to get that. Because we can use those to put in the set. We complete that set, we can get his Boss Legend card. So I'm wondering if I get any cards in here for an 88. Oh my goodness. Yeah. 83, 76, and then another stupid 74. Waka flocka, waka, waka, waka. Oh, 86. Charles Woodson. He's one of the best cornerbacks in the game. What? But yeah, you pretty much always go with the highest player unless you've already got like a few players from a set. And then if you find one of the players that you don't have hit that card for the set for, then you just go ahead and get that. But generally you just pick the highest card. Oh my goodness! This is a pull right here. This is a 90 overall card. This is a quarterback. This is from the new promotion, this week's flashback players. So getting a 90 overall card in the first round of a fantasy pack it's a good pull. Quality pull. Right now, the highest cards out are somewhere around like a 93. Oh, 90. 86. Okay, so we're going for the 90 because see, I just got 2 90s out of this pack, and that's almost unheard of. Oh. So I'm going to show you how you farm your stuff. We're farming. We're farming. And we're even farming in the Tutti Frutti voice. Alright, that's one of the... See, there's promotions. This promotion is the... I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, it's an 85, so we're taking it. And that's an 83, so we're taking that. And then we just work our way down. That's 79 and 78. That was a good pack. Oh, I think this is a Boss Legend. Yes, it is. Okay. You may get this card as a limited, an NAT card. I think they might give it to you once you complete a lot of your challenges for your sin, but I got one of these. But this is what a Boss Legend card looks like. This here, the Warren Sapp card, this is like an 84. They got different levels of their career, and so you combine the 5 from this set to get one of these cards, which is the Boss Legend. So you get your power-up card, the purple one, okay? And then you use your training points to power that card up until the last thing left to power up that card is this card. So once you add an 89 overall to a power-up card, you get a 90 overall player. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to show you how this power-up process goes, and then we're gonna do some Asset management. Here's a power-up card. I don't know who that is, and it doesn't matter. However, Ryan Suckup is the Bucks kicker. You're going to need this card for your chemistry. So we found you a Suckup. All right, power up always, even if it's lower. I'll show you in a minute. 78, 76, 74. There we go. All right, this is when I tell you about the promotions, this is one of the, I'll take you through all these. Whoa, this is the full Legends. No, it's not, but it's Ed Reed. All right, did we get this one? I can't remember which ones we got. Let's see, hang on. We'll compare. It should compare to all the cards that I got. I have this player powered up all the way. And powered up all the way, he's a 92. So that's what you can look for. We're also going to get you Warren Sapp, who is a 90 overall. No, I'm on the internet doing a thing. Okay, so we got the 86, we got the 84. So we need the 85. All right. So yeah, this is good. So we're going to get this 85, and we have 3 cards from his set now, which leaves us 2 more to go. What, baby? No, I'm talking to the internet. Well, I guess I am talking to strangers. But Danny's also on too. She's going to play Madden too. And she found out that you're going to play Madden, and she thinks that's cool. Yeah, I think you can handle defense against Danny. What? Charles Woodson, 90 overall. Yes, please. All right. So when you get these bundles, you get however many of the packs, and then these are the bonus. These are the toppers. You get 2 bonus players, 85 plus guaranteed. So we just got a 90 overall Charles Woodson, and now we're getting an 88 overall Leonard Davis. He's an offensive tackle. Yeah. All right.
Did you tell Danny I did cross country today?
Yes, I did. And she said you didn't really do cross country because cross country is 5 miles, and what you did was kind of a loser version of it, is what Danny said. That's what I heard. She didn't say that. You said, no, it's different because cross country is 5 miles. I'm like, well, then she didn't do cross country. So you said what she did is not really cross country, is what happened. All right. So this is my binder. You see my binder here? Shh, settle down. Enough from the peanut gallery. All right. So this is my. Look, I'm.
Whatever Danny's saying, I'm siding with her.
Well, she said what you did is not really cross country.
Respect.
How about that?
Respect.
All right. So this is my binder, right? Now, if you look at my binder, Danny, are you looking at my binder?
No.
It's on the screen, you dope.
She doesn't want to look at your trash binder.
It's on the YouTube. Are you not watching my stream anymore? That is absolute garbage what you're doing right now. It is the lowest of the low. All right. So out of this bundle, we got 390 over.
In fact, it's lower than low.
Well, yeah, but all right. So here's my. Are you looking now? No. You hold on. I'm all right.
No, you both hold on.
I don't have to tolerate this. I'm a superstar here. Is what.
Did Danny really say something about me?
Yes. No. No, Danny was just saying other stuff about cross country, and I made it sound like she was saying bad stuff. She said that you're probably not that fast anyway. No, she didn't say that. She said she hates you, Danny. She's kidding. All right. Well, look, I'm trying to get back to this dream here. I know this is entertaining, but doggone it. So you see the binder here? All right. So of note, this is what I'm trying to point out to you. So this right here, this Cam Chancellor, this is a card that you're going to get for free, right? Now, mine is a 97. Yours is not going to be a 97 yet. When you get this card will start out right down here at like 77 or 76, right? And you'll have to add, like, once you achieve objectives and you get the power up cards for this, you'll yes, a football RPG. Exactly. All right. So, this is a card you will get for free, okay? This guy here, Devin Hester. This is a card that you will get for free. And again, he's not going to be a 93 when you get him, okay? Yeah, this is your season 1 player. You're going to have to level him up. This is how many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 5 items to get him up to. Now, this one's fairly easy to level up. And the reason I told you Devin Hester is because, look at this. This Saints chemistry, he has the Saints chemistry, right? He's never played with the Saints, but it doesn't matter. Your season 1 player can get the chemistry for any team in the NFL, and that's bonus, right? Your other free player that you're going to get, and again, Cam Chancellor, you can't choose. That's just the one you get. Everybody gets a Cam Chancellor. So everyone in Madden has Cam Chancellor on a team, and you can't sell this card. You can't get rid of this card. This card is stuck. So you either power it up and use it, or you don't. It's kind of a waste not to, because again, all the cards that are like you can't get rid of, they come with your team's chemistry, no matter what team you're on. So this is one free chemistry. Huh? Can you just let me finish my stream? We're going to go watch Saved by the Bell in a minute. I'm doing tutorial stuff. I'm not doing game time stuff. You have to sit through the baking in order to get to the cake eating. Okay?
Ew, that part.
All right. So, 1 free chemistry, 2 free chemistries. All right. And then when you go down to my team captain, who is down here, John Lynch, I want you to look at his chemistry. You see that? It's times 3. All right. So no matter what team you're on, you get times 3 with every team. I want to see though. Yeah, even Tampa, because he actually played for Tampa, and he actually played for the Denver Broncos. But no matter what team, this is like 3 free chemistry components. So overall, you have 5 free chemistry components to add to your team, and you can have these players and you can level them up. They are absolutely free to get and level up. They cost you nothing. So again, take note. Every one of these cards, when it has the pink ribbon across it that says lineup, these are players that are actively currently in my lineup right now. Okay. So when you get down here to these, this is how you manage your cards. These cards here are not in my lineup, right? And this binder is organized by from high to low, but you can organize it any way you want. Newest, A to Z, cap value, tier, quick sell value, da 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 da. Okay. Your mama. My mom's dead. We're streaming live and you just did that. I can't believe you did that. All right. So you see all these purple cards? These purple cards, like this one, for instance, Reggie Bush. This is a 92 overall player. Right? What?
What's the stream on?
YouTube.
What YouTube?
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah.
Bring me your phone. Bring me your phone. Bring me your phone, you little muppet. You have to go in your own room because it's going to be echo and I can't have that on my stream. Okay? This is a high class stream and we don't do that here. Do you understand? So you understand? No, I'm just kidding. What? Only when I drink my Coke. It's Coke Zero. In the red, did you see they changed the cans for the Coke Zero? I love it. And you hate it. I love it. You can shove it. So, see if it rhymes. It's always true. I don't know where your phone is. I'm not in charge of keeping up with your phone. You did not just call me Jingle Bell. I will destroy you. All right, so let me show you all of. Now, these are just the players that I have. What?
Can I watch it on my TV?
All right, let me just put the stream on hold for a few minutes because my daughter wants to watch the stupid thing on the TV. All right, hang on. Be right back. I'm doing my Xerxes voice. He's a streamer for Madden, and he does this annoying voice all the time.
Yeah, no, do the Joker voice.
Here, guys, it's a YouTube video.
No.
Today, we're gonna. So, anyway, like he talks about. Dude, leave me alone. I do what I want. I'm gonna kill you with kindness. Don't turn up too loud because I really don't want it. I'm turning on my daughter's TV. I'll be back.
Hi, I don't know if you can hear me, but this is the halftime show.
No, it's not a halftime show. You stop talking about
This is the halftime show.
Stop talking about people.
This is the halftime show.
You're grounded forever.
My dad's gonna ground me.
Hey, it's on. Get in here.
Oh, it's on now. I gotta go. Bye bye.
Close the door because I don't want to hear you and I don't want to hear me. I'm going to close my door. You're fired anyway. All right. So what just happened, in case I don't know. So I had to go in there and beat my daughter with a stick. Then it's like Lucille, but it was a cricket bat instead of a baseball bat. All right. So here's what I got here. I have 21 cards for Bucks players, right? And we were talking about putting together your team earlier, Danny. This is what we're going to do, okay? We're going to look for a lot of these players. This is the Aqib Talib power-up card. Linebacker, tight end, linebacker, defensive tackle. See, there are a lot of good Bucks players. Now, these are powered down cards. But you can see these are some of the cards that I have in my lineup. And John Lynch doesn't really count, even though he is a Tampa player. He doesn't really count for a Tampa player. So this Devin White card is relatively cheap to power up to 90 because Devin White has an additional card in his set that powers this up to like a 92, 93 overall, I think. But so these are some players that we're gonna put on your team, and we're gonna get those together. This is what I told you, Leonard Fournette. He maxes out at 81. Okay, which comparatively speaking, to some of the other running backs in the game, 81 is. Sorry, did I say 91? I didn't mean 91 because it's 81. Did I say 81? Okay, so 81 overall is not really that impressive a number, but if you look, he's got 85 speed, really not crazy. But he's pretty fast for a power back. And where's they show his truck is at like 80, but he's a good combination runner. And I'll show you some. We'll go into one of the challenges and I'll run some of the plays and I'll show you and all the other viewers lucky enough to stumble across this stream in a drunken haze, how this works. What? Who knows? Who knows how it works? Who knows how we get it to these places? So all these cards that have the pink in them, those are in my lineup. We're going to go look at my lineup and I'm going to show you some things that I've done. Right? All right, I got mostly Saints theme team players, right? So if you look over here at the chemistries, I have 50 of the maximum, the highest chemistry level you can get is 50, right? So I have 50 Saints players on this team, right? These are the players that are affected by the chemistries, and you can see the bonus stats on the right. By getting all 50 chemistry components, well, it's not 50 players, because again, like I told you, so the diamond, the team diamond, like there's a team diamond, Marcus Colston, and Marcus Colston has 3 because he's a Saints diamond master, or not diamond master, he's a Saints diamond player. And then, like I told you before, the other one with 3 is John Lynch. So between 2 players, that's 6. You would need 6 regular Saints players to contribute the number of chemistry points that I have just between these 2 players. So that's 2 minus 4. I actually have like 40 something Saints players. Yes. It's probably going to be stupid, but go ahead. I'm kidding. Uh, okay, there's some things you can do. Okay. This is your main lineup. Okay. This is where your players are. This is what you do. These are your players. Now, let's say you have a different setup you'd like to run with sometimes. You can change your active lineup, and I have like some different things. I have this one that's for LSU players, right? And I'm filling. This guy doesn't count, obviously, because he's not really with LSU. Yeah, well, I did. See, what I got is I got a bunch of players on this team. I'm trying to fill out this lineup with players that are actually from LSU. So Thaddeus Moss was a tight end at LSU during the championship season. There's, of course, Joe Burrow. There's Leonard Fournette, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Justin Jefferson. On defense, there's Devin White, Clavin Chason, Grant Delpit, Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu. He went to the Cincinnati Bengals. So you take a look at this card, yeah. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my regular lineup and I'm going to show you some things that I did because I played with a, like if you go generate best lineup, it's probably going to change some things around and it's not going to have them the way I want them. But what I want is better than what the computer thinks is best. So if you take a look at my running backs right here, okay, Alvin Kamara is a 91 overall, right? And we'll compare him to the other players. If we compare him with Reggie Bush, with Reggie's stats being on the right and Alvin Kamara's being on the left, Alvin Kamara is a 90 speed, 92 acceleration, 91 agility. So like Reggie Bush's stats are higher, right? However, so look down at the bottom, the trucking and the break tackle. On the left, you'll see Alvin Kamara has an 85 trucking ability and a 92 break tackle. Reggie Bush has a 61 trucking and a 90 break tackle. So Alvin Kamara can actually run over other players attempting to tackle him, where Reggie Bush is kind of a twink. So, what I did is I took, because of the way the playbook is set up, and I'll show you this in a minute, I put Alvin Kamara in this number one halfback spot. And then when you go to the specialist tab right here, Reggie Bush is my third down back. When we go to the game mode and I run some plays, I'll show you why. Also, what I've done, okay, on defense, I have a bunch of great strong safeties, right? This is the position they play, strong safety. So I got this guy, strong safety. I got Cam Chancellor. He is a strong safety. He's a 97 overall, but what I've done is I gave him a cornerback. He plays cornerback as a secondary position. You can play cornerback and still enable the chemistries, right? He's out of position, so at safety, he is a 95 overall, 97 with all the buffs and everything. So at cornerback, he's sitting there at 92 overall, but he's like 97 speed, 95, yeah, 95 speed. It's one of the fastest players in the game. So what I did is I didn't have enough speed at cornerback without breaking outside of the Saints chemistries. So there are a lot of strong safeties. So I keep John Lynch up there at starting strong safety. Then there's Malcolm Jenkins, another Saints player at starting strong safety. Then I have this strong safety playing cornerback. Now, I have some strong safeties that are really high stats, but they are not Saints players. I have the 96 overall Ed Reed, pretty much one of the best safety in the game, and I have a 93 overall Jamal Adams. These players can play in the sub linebacker position, and I'll show you what that means in just a minute. These are your look, if you don't know what these things are, then when you start playing, they're going to confuse you a little bit, because you go to your defense and you're like, okay, this guy is my starting defensive end. So, and this is also a way you can squeeze some better players into your lineup that don't fit into your chemistries. So, in this specialist tabs here, if you want defensive tackles that are better than Warren Sapp and, sorry, I got to switch him out. Leroy Selman. If you want starting tackles that are better than these two, well, good luck, because there aren't any. But if you did want some starting players that are better than the Saints, you put them in these specialist positions. This is a rushing right in. Whenever it's a definite pass play, these guys will take the place of your first string guys, and they will be the ones actually playing in that situational deal. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the reason that I switched some things around. Like I said, I put Alvin Kamara, the tougher but somewhat slower running back with lower stats than Reggie Bush, in the first string slot. And on the specialist tabs, I put Reggie Bush as the third down back. So I'm just going to go to just one of the challenges, and it doesn't really matter. Because I'm not looking to get into a live game with anybody right now and have to smack them down. And it's really embarrassing for them because I'm broadcasting it on YouTube, and I don't want to do that to anybody. But we'll go to the campaign. We'll go to the toughest one on here, which they're really not that tough. It'll tell you right here. It used to tell you what the overall. You're playing basically an 80 overall team here. All right. So if you look at the challenges, and you're going to run into this later when you start doing your stuff, you have your requirements: win the game. That's your only requirement. Your bonus requirement: perform a celebration run every half and get at least one sack during the game. The way this works, the way this works is you get 3 stars just for winning the game. Okay? Now your 2 additional stars, you get an additional star if you perform the bonus objectives. You'll get an additional star for each one of those. So I'm going to go to this now. We're going to rock this out. And Emily, if you're watching, you're a goober.
Hey folks, it's the coach here.
Yeah,
Welcome
I said
back
it.
for
And
another
I don't
exciting
care.
matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
All right. So right now I'm doing a kickoff return. And I think Devin Hester is my fastest player, so I got him returning kicks. And that's what's up. See, I didn't stop talking just because you left the chat, because I know you can still hear me on the thing. Yeah, like you can still hear me on the TV. All right, so if you look at this playbook, look at the difference between things, okay? So the square play, Alvin Kamara, and it's a tight set. And if you look at the Reggie Bush play, the receivers are spread out. The receivers are spread out for a reason, okay? When you look at this formation, the receivers are spread out to trick the defense into thinking they have to spread out also. And that's what you want to do for a player with lots of speed, is spread the defense out to let that player's speed be the asset it's supposed to be. When I had the players in the opposite, like the way the generate the best lineup thing, it would have put Reggie Bush in the #1 slot, and it would have put Alvin Kamara here in the spread formation. So you see everybody's bunched up tight here, and there's a lot of blockers on the line, right? Reggie Bush. No, that's okay. That's what this is about. This is about learning. Learning all the things. Deep where? Where does it say deep? Oh, the zones. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. All right, so I'm going to run another tight formation, big blocker play with Alvin Kamara, and see that if he gets hit, which he might not, sometimes he can shrug those off. All right, so now what I'm going to do, is I'm going to show you some of the trick plays. Okay, you have different tabs. You can choose plays by player. You can choose them by formation. You can choose by concept. One of the things I like to do is, well, I'm going to do that in a minute. First, I'm going to run it. Oh, I picked a passing play. All right, oops. So I'm just going to, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm on the left hash mark, okay? Because this play that I'm about to choose is going from left to right. So I told you, and you got to be careful where you put your players in the thing, because you don't necessarily put the #1 highest player in the #1 slot, okay? So I have my fastest wide receiver in the #2 spot because he's lined up right there. Now he's going to run, it's called a jet sweep. Excuse me. And he is fast enough. He runs across the formation, gets the ball. He's fast enough to beat this outside guy a lot of times. So I got like 7 yards out of that. It's just a stupid little play. So what I like to do is I like to pick a formation that has, that has all my best players in it that I can. So I go with this shotgun. It's got 2 running backs and 3 receivers. All right. So this right here, I got my strongest running back, my power back, Ricky Williams. He's on the right side here, right? So I can stay in this formation if I want to do like a hurry up offense kind of thing. I can run in here, and when he gets hit, he goes forward. All right. So this formation has the capability of running a big guy inside, but it also, right below it, has the capability of running the fast guy on the side that's spread out. So you see where I have that formation right there? And all those guys are spread out. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get right in that opening, and boom, gone. Well, that's Kamara in there. It used to be Bush, but Kamara's fast enough for that. Yeah. All right, so when you run out of, and here's my thing, if you run out of one formation enough, one of the things that makes you effective on offense is not being predictable. So I do this little thunder and lightning thing back and forth. Kamara's fast, Ricky Williams is strong. Of course, honestly, Ricky Williams is pretty fast too. But then I go to this, see the triangle? This is a play action, right? So I've been running back and forth, Williams, Kamara, and now they're like, God, I'm sick of them running me to death with Williams and Kamara. So I'm like, I'm going to hand it to, no, I'm not. And then we, you know, we do the play action and we throw it to one of our lovely and talented receivers. So, another thing that I'm wanting to start to do, because I got two great tight ends, is I'm wanting to go to these formations and the single back. Where is it? Okay, right here. This one has 87 and 80. So we're going to do this play action right here, and I want to show you. On the right side where it has Cook and Graham. Graham is Jimmy Graham. He is fast as all get out. And Cook is even faster. And these are both tight ends that were with the Saints. Remember I told you about having a mobile quarterback that doesn't cough up the ball every time he gets hit? That's what that's for. So, the way this drive has been put together, I've been doing some running, some passing. Very unpredictable, very effective. So now I'm going to go back to the running, and I'm on the goal line, so I don't want to necessarily do a pass and play if I don't have to. So I'm taking my big guy, and watch, right in the middle, you see there's a space between those two guys. 41, Kamara, he's going to run up in that space. You're going to want to run behind him. Learning to read the defense and know what they're going to do is big time. So now we've had our first score, and we're awesome, and Ricky Williams has dreadlocks. That has nothing to do with nothing, but it's factually accurate. All right. So after I kick this point, I'm going to show you another thing, and I've been trying to coach you up so you know. And this is a good streaming series for people who do not know how to play this game because they don't know anything about football at all. My father-in-law, and I won't drop names because I'm not all about that, but I will kind of trade off of his fame. He was a player for the Washington Redskins in 1972, the year that they lost to the Miami Dolphins in the Super Bowl. But he was a special teams player, which leads to what I'm about to say next. What he specialized in, when a returner runs, they run behind two blockers, and the blockers form what is called a wedge. So instead of getting around these guys to try to, well, they're not going to try to take it out. Anyway, I'll tell you, long story short, to prevent a big return, instead of trying to get around those two big blockers, what I do is I do what my father-in-law told me he used to do for a living, and I run straight at one of those guys and just bust them right in the mouth. So here's one of my favorite defensive plays. You see this on one on the left here, this nickel mid blitz? All right, there are 6 guys on the defensive line, and I'm going to bring a 7th one up. Now, this 7th guy isn't going to actually do anything, but when the offensive line, and I'm going to run this play again to show you exactly what I mean, the offensive line is looking for 7 guys now. So you're tricking the offensive line and saying, oh, no. And then they well, I didn't mean to do that. That's Leonard Fournette, by the way, the guy that I didn't tackle. All right, so I'm going to run this play again because this is an educational thing and I don't really care. So you press this button to show you who you're lined up against. And then you just kind of follow this guy. But if he stays in the block and you don't, the offensive line is confused because they're thinking that they have to block 7 people and they only have to block 6, and a lot of times one of those guys gets free. And I'll keep running this play because if I keep running this play, you'll see exactly what I'm referring to. You'll see the quarterback get completely schwacked because the offensive line is looking for 7 blitzers and they're only getting 6. Now this is probably going to be a running play, so I'm going to watch him over the middle. See that? Bam! No time to throw. You saw what happened to him. And I'm going to do it again. Oh, I didn't get to him in time. Oh! Oh, he's going. That's mine. That's mine, baby. Ah, didn't get it. Yeah, there is a couple second delay, but that's all right. So you saw with that blitz how the guy got completely dogpiled. That's because of the confusion that extra blitzer brings to the offensive line. So now, I wish I were further back because I'm going to show you one of my famous bomb plays, but that's not possible. So what I am going to show you, you pick plays based on player, right? So if you have your best player and you want to get him involved. So Jared Cook is a tight end with like a 90-something speed. So what I want to do is I want to get him in what's called the seam. You see that area right there? That's called the seam. So all I want to do is look at that safety, right? And if that safety comes up, I hit him. But he's not. So I got busted. There's a thing called directional passing, right? If you push the left stick in a particular direction, he will lead, your quarterback will lead the receiver in that direction. So what I'm trying to do, if I can manage it, is to get that seam route. And that's another stupid play action pass, but whatever. So what I'm going to try to do is if I see that safety on the outside, then I'm going to press the directional stick to the inside and lead him away from that safety. Which it did, see? Oh, got intercepted, but you see what I mean. Like, he didn't pass it. The guy was running north and south, but I threw it to his left, so he went over to his left. Granted, he was double covered, but I didn't know that was going to happen. But this does give me an opportunity to show my defense that I've been running lately. Because remember I told you, I put those 2 strong safeties in the sub linebacker position. So when I do that, I run out of this formation here. You see the numbers there, the little dots, the blue dots? The 33 and 20, that's a linebacker position, but I have strong safeties playing there. So I'm basically, I'm clogging up the middle of the field with defensive backs, so there's almost nowhere to throw it. Now granted, they can get some dink and dunk passes off. They can beat me underneath, right? And even under the best circumstances, what you're going to see with this drive is you're going to see them pass underneath, pass underneath, pass underneath. And they'll get away with it for a little while, but the closer you get towards the end zone, these zones that these players are covering, there's less room for receivers to maneuver. So they can get these underneath passes all day, but have you ever heard when discussing football, they talk about a bend but don't break strategy? If not, that's okay. I'll tell you what? See, they get these underneath passes all day, but they're not much. So when they say bend but don't break, what they mean is you give up plays, but you don't give up points, right? And this formation, I run different plays out of this formation all the time, but it's this same formation. So, See all these areas that are covered. Once we get to the goal line, if I don't pick him off before that, he'll get some plays here and there. But the closer we get towards the end line, the less room those receivers are going to have to maneuver. So this is a drop contain right here. See, everybody's dropping way back. This is really to guard against the deep pass. Like that. Oh, I should have had that, but I didn't. And a lot of times people don't want to use this formation because it's not, but they have a blitz package too. So if they want to try to run, I can adjust the play to where it can also be effective against the run. And I take the ball away. Told you. Sooner or later it happens. And I'm waiting for my thunderous applause. Nope. Okay then. Oh yeah. That's why I was giving you a couple seconds, but see that was look, and that wasn't my defensive AI doing that. I had time to switch to him and get that myself, which I don't really do that often. But like that play took so long to develop, and it was one-on-one coverage. I was able to actually take control of that guy and patiently wait. All right. So this is one of my bingo plays. This is what I wanted because I'm way down the field now. So I go to player, and I go to Marcus Colston. He's my number 1 receiver. I go up 3. This is the dig and go, right? This is where it pays to have receivers that are fast. Oh! Now, when you read the safeties, you know whether or not this play is going to succeed right off the bat. And the safeties were both dropping deep. So I'll show you what I mean right now. Alright, I'm altering this route so it's just a straight. See those two guys way deep? Alright, so look at that guy on the left. If that guy comes up towards me, then the guy on the left over there in tight coverage, he is burnt like toast. If he's not, then I go over to the tight end. See? And that's what I did. I did the directional pass and I led him away from that safety. So now I'm going to do, this is one of my other favorite plays. This right there. Oh! I don't like that. Oh, this is the second half already. I ran out of time and didn't even know it. Alright, I'm going to try to kick it short so they run it out, and I'm going to show what I'm talking about. Remember I told you about the wedge busting? So that guy's going to bring it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bomb that guy right there and then hit him. So if you take a knee in the end zone, you automatically get the ball at the 25. So a lot of people like to do what I call the douche kick. I've told you about the douche kick, right? You have an option to do a sky kick, which is a kick that's high and short. And I don't like it because it's really irritating, right? Part of the fun is like, you know, what could happen, what doesn't happen. Well, and that's what makes the game so much less fun. If I don't have to think about it at all and I just run the same thing over and over, I don't have to think about coverages. I don't have to think about matchups. I don't have to think about anything. But if that's the case, then I'm just pushing buttons and it doesn't really matter what I do. Right? And if that's the case, what am I proving? I'm not proving I'm good at football. I'm proving that I have memorized one or two plays that always work the same because the programming is glitched. So, not a fan of the douche kick. See, that really, you see where there was one guy above him and one guy below him? that's kind of like a flaw in the game. The zones won't cover that space between the zones and right on the sideline. That sideline is kind of like a soft spot. Yeah. Now there are other plays you can do to kind of mitigate that. This being one of them. So you see that area where he caught the pass, that's kind of covered by those seam flags. But a lot of people are not a fan of this defensive formation because it only has 3 defensive linemen, and I think that's not good enough to stop the run. But if you can, the right thumbstick, right? If you press down on it twice, like click, click, then your players that are kind of in that spot position will like zoom in on the runner and just start crushing.
2nd and 11.
So that's another zone play. I'm probably going to get another pick eventually. But not on this one because they keep throwing underneath. See how they keep throwing that area right underneath? Like if you just throw off to the side, that's called the flat, right? So this play that I'm picking now has, they're not exactly in the flats, kind of, but it's close there. So they'll get that pass in the flat, and then somebody will be there to, like, schwack him. Yep, I love that word. Alright, so this is a middle return. I always just do a middle return. You can do a fair catch. Did you know that? If you don't want a chance getting hit and dropping the ball, well, that's alright. They're kicking that one out of bounds. Oh, yeah. So I've been showing you that dig and go play again. So we're going to watch again. We're going to watch these safeties. And I think this guy's going to come up. This guy comes up. Yep, there we go. Oh, pressure got to me. Now, I was able to throw it, but not accurately. So, I think this guy's going to come up again. If he does, I got him. Oh, he dropped it. So now look, I'm playing the computer again. Otherwise, I wouldn't be running the same play over again. But I'm doing it to try to give you a look at the defense and what they do. So, again, I'm looking for that safety. Oh, there it is. My guy's gone. Catch and run, and he is burnt like toast. Oh, a lot. You saw the showboating? Did you see the showboating? Yeah, that was a beautiful thing. When you mean take the control, you mean like make adjustments before they snap the ball? Alright, so they're about to get the ball, so I'll show you what I normally do and don't do because I'm not that skilled a player and I don't want to get involved. So like what player you control on defense, you kind of want to make that decision based on what you want to do or what you're better at, how good you think you are. So I always control a defensive lineman because the further you get away from the ball, the more you have to guess. And if you guess wrong, then you open up for huge plays. And I don't want to do that. So I kick the ball here. And it sounds like a gunshot, which I'm fine with. I grew up in the hood. So I'm going to bust this wedge. Boom! And now the next guy behind me has no blockers to try to get through. Right? So instead of those two guys are blocking for him to call the wedge, and that's what I was telling you. I don't try to get around the wedge. I blow the wedge up. So whoever's behind that player, there's nobody between him and the runner, and they, what's the word? Schwack it. Alright, so, yep, schwacked. Schwack 'em! Alright, So this is like a zone. What I see, my cursor is around the defensive lineman, but I could control one of the safeties, right? And this will tell you where I'm supposed to go. Oh, and that's why I don't do it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the
So what I do, and you'll see in a minute, I'm going to go back to the defensive lineman. I let the defensive backs and linebackers do their job. I don't try to second guess a whole lot. I go to the defensive lineman, and I usually go to the end on the right side, and I try to create pressure on the quarterback. And I don't always get them. Now, when the ball's in the air, if you have a player close to the receiver, you can quickly press circle and then triangle, and your defensive player closest to the ball will try to make a play for the ball. And if I get a chance to show you that, because I took control of one of them like completely, but you don't always have to do that. And whenever the ball carrier leaves the area, like you just press press circle to take control of the player closest to the ball, and then you try to like tackle. But for the most part, I play with the defensive end. I try to put pressure on the quarterback. Sometimes I play with the defensive tackle. That's the player close to the middle of the line. But with 3 down linemen, this guy in the middle, the defensive tackle, he's going to get double teamed a lot. So your best bet is to play with a defensive end and try to get around on the outside. Like that. Oh, I tried to get that one, but I didn't get it. But you can see how long that play took to develop, and it was a lob pass, so it stayed in the air a long time. It gives you time to try and get under it, even if you don't.
Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady.
This guy's got all day, and he shouldn't have it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
There are defensive adjustments that I will go through with you and all the other 0 viewers on this channel, except Emily. I got 2 viewers right now, because one of them is my gaming buddy, and the other one is my daughter. So, if that's not artificially inflating my numbers, I don't know what is. Yeah, it works out. I don't care. People watch it. I can say I'm watched by... Oh, yeah! Wait for it. Wait for it. So I told you I get a lot of interceptions with this formation.
This late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now I'm just going to run the clock out. Here, I'm going to show you something, okay? If you're ahead and you're just tired of playing, you see that along the bottom it says double tap tempo, double tap no huddle. Alright, now I'm on chew clock. So now every time I run a play, when I select a play, it'll take the clock all the way down automatically to like 10 seconds. So you get 40 seconds on the play clock. Ooh! You get 40 seconds on the play clock. But if it only takes you 2 seconds to pick a play, you could run the clock out on your opponent by just waiting for the clock to run down. But if you don't want to do that, they're not going to make you do it. They know you're going to do it anyway. It's kind of like the filibuster in Congress. They don't make you actually stand up there and read stuff for days. They're just like, okay, we stipulate that you could do it, and you stipulate that you're not going to, but the clock will run down. So I'm going to go ahead and punt. because it's fun. I want to play defense. I love playing defense because
when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
I love getting those interceptions. And with the defense I run, it's generally not a matter of, ooh! It's not a matter of if I will get an interception, but how long it will take. Because I have the best defensive backs in the history of the NFL, all on this one team. I have Jamal Adams. I have Ed Reed. I have John Lynch. I have Ronnie Lott, who played with the multiple Super Bowl champion 49ers of the 80s. I have the greatest defensive backs of all time on this team. Well, not all of them, but they're pretty good. Oh, look at that hit. You'll see it in a second.
7 yards, the pickup there. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this formation, I can get some pressure on the quarterback. It's like a balance. I could get more pressure on the quarterback. In some situations, I can't. But, yeah. In some situations, I can't get pressure. But having so much coverage down the field helps. Like normally, if the quarterback can get rid of the ball quickly, then the defensive blitzers or whatever could never even have a chance of getting to it. But so I have fewer defensive linemen. It's tougher to get to the quarterback. But with all the coverage, oh, look at that. Ed Reed. Told you, not if, but when. Emily. So yeah, I like my little showboat in here. And he's kind of acting a fool, but that's what he does. And that's what I do. So this is a pretty lazy game, like I wasn't really trying to go crazy, I was just trying to illustrate some things. Playing against the computer is one thing, playing against live opponents is entirely another. But if you learn the fundamentals of how the game is played, how the AI players react, what the quarterbacks, running backs, other players can and can't do, then enough of this practice, and you should be playing in this mode anyway, and you should be playing this mode a lot before you ever attempt to play with live players, because you can learn this stuff, and then you play with live players, and they're far less predictable, it's far more difficult, and also a lot of them are jerks. What I'd like to do, I may start another game to show you some of the things that the jerk-hole players do. And I'm not sure if there are a bunch of tricks on defense. Now, just to clarify, I've called people douchebags for running gimmick plays over and over. When I run this defense, I'm not running the same play over and over. I'm choosing different plays. And you do have to guess, like here's a blitz here in case they run. Blitz is a lot of players. And sometimes they get passes off, that's fine. So I pick different plays, I just pick the same personnel set. So I'm not playing like this one stupid... Get out! Come on, get him! This is annoying. That dude had all day, and he really shouldn't. So, I think I'm gonna check and see if my wife is home yet. Emily, if you're watching, come into my room, said the spider to the goober. Ooh!
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
So I'm running this coverage again. Hopefully I get another interception. If I don't, I don't. Oh, that's right. It's not the same coverage. On fourth down, it changes your... So that's a sideline pass. Maybe I'll cover all the douche plays on a another video, or should I just play another game now? Let me see what my daughter's doing. Yeah, let me see what my daughter's doing.
Because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
All right, my daughter's a traitor. I am streaming live my Madden skills, and what is she watching? FGTV.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's some other guy that plays video games with his kids.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Yeah.
And that's pretty indicative.
Well, I'm tired of watching your video games, Dad. I'm going to watch somebody else play video games. You loser. Yes, I just call my daughter a loser on the internet, and I don't care. You know what? If it weren't true, it wouldn't sting so much. I'm just saying.
To not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
So I'm just gonna start showing. See all that area that's covered. When you get down towards the red zone, there's a lot. Oh, look! You see that one guy knock the ball out? He hit the ball, and there is a skill you can invest points in called tip drill. And if all your defensive backs are equipped with the tip drill skill, then when a ball gets tipped like that, they have a better chance of recovering it. You know what? Since she's not even watching, I don't even have to worry about her. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to start another game. I'll probably quit it halfway through. It's fine. But I'll just run some of the douche plays and I'll show you what they do. Hopefully I get to kick off because I want to show everyone the douche kick. So,
the coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax.
Am I kicking off? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Dang it. So I have to score before I show people the kick. Fortunately, that won't take very long. See that guy that gets it? That is Devin Hester. He's my primary kick returner. What are you doing? What is that noise?
Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, it must have been very entertaining.
Following the fumble recovery, Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets this to the other side.
All right, so I'm just going to hurry up and score real quick so I can get to the kickoff, because that's what I really wanted to do. All right, see this primary receiver outlined in red? He's going to split those two safeties. Oh, that's right, the delay. Probably. Well, you'll see on the next play, I show the play. I show how his route takes him in between the safeties. And then I led him over to the right with the pass so that... There you go, just like that. And I'm going to run that same play again to see if the safeties have learned their lesson, and I don't think they have. So this should be a touchdown. Oh. I guess they have learned. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, but now I'm going to, remember I told you that blitz play? The nickel double A-gap blitz. Select the safety. Oh man, they got on the 20. I didn't realize that. Get that out of here.
throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
And I'm going to run the Dork Blitz one more time. All right, watch this. Watch this. Free guy's going to get in there and whack him. Bam! All right, now they have to punt. You stop it, young lady. I'm trying to teach a class here. I know. God, rude.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first
She's so
down.
cute. Yeah, when she's not interrupting your stuff.
Back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result.
If at any point in the future anyone watches this stream and they wonder, like, is he mean to babies? Yes, I will fight a child. I will fight a baby.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down.
I don't know if you did that correctly.
Here's Hill.
Oh, no! Oh, I can't believe I'm getting beat by a computer.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut
Every
you
week
down.
we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
You know, it's really shameful. Is I don't like to tell secrets out of school, but in case anybody ever watches this, Danny sent me a clip of her playing football, which the clip consisted of just an offensive formation, and she just sitting there, and sitting there. While the cursor scrolls through each position, telling what each position does. So, you want to talk smack now? Let's do that. Let's talk us some smack. I got like a full 5-minute clip worth of the tight end is on the offensive line, just outside. Yeah, I know what you did. The wide receiver is split out away from the main formation, where you let your kid play and they scored a touchdown after 10 minutes of you not being able to. That one is that the one? Huh. Yes, but they were both still touchdowns.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease.
That's not better. Like, no, but he was randomly pushing buttons. That's not better.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a first and
That's actually worse.
17. Now Brady. And he'll protect
My 2-year-old can randomly push buttons and score a touchdown, and yet I cannot do it on purpose, intentionally. Yet. Yes, she scored a touchdown. All by herself. Good job, buddy. Good job, little buddy. You did it. All I wanted to do was do a kickoff, and suddenly the computer opponent is like the real Super Bowl Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I don't get how that happens. Oh, you dive in like a... It's like I'm playing a human opponent right now. Oh, you turd burger. So, Danielle, your advice, please. Oh, she called her Danielle and she just ducked out on the stream. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen someday.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard.
So all I'm really trying to do here is just show you a couple of plays, but I have to show you from special teams and I received the opening kickoff, so I have to score one in order to kick the ball off myself, and I can't seem to do that right now against a far inferior opponent, because I'm trying to showboat too much and do crazy stuff, and it's just not working out. But now I get it. Come on! No separation! What I'm actually thinking, though, and Danielle, if you would like to help me out. Oh, she's back. If you would like to help me out, what I would like to, fine. Stay gone this time. See if I can. You're not the boss of me. All right, and there's my touchdown finally. What I was going to tell you before you ducked out on my stream twice, is that I'm thinking about changing the name of the YouTube channel and having a dedicated stream for Madden content, right? Like maybe Madden for Dummies. Because essentially what I'm doing is I'm running through stuff to explain stuff to you so that you can play Madden. Zero effort Madden. Zero. Because they have these guys and they do this thing called zero money spent. Because Madden and EA Sports, they're a big fan of these little microtransactions or whatever where you pay to get the packs and the players and all that stuff. So I'm thinking about like zero effort spent. Alright, so here's the kickoff, right? And you're going to see this in a minute because, yeah, there's a delay. But you see on the right, you have the option, sky kick, normal, or squib kick, right? So I'm going to select the sky kick option, and I'm going to kick it to the right side. Up. Now this is the douche kick, because what happens is this goes to the, not the primary returner, and there's no chance at all for a good return. And that's what the douche players do all the time. So once I steal the ball back, and I will, I'm going to show you the douche plays they run on offense. And usually they run them with either Patrick Mahomes or what's his face from what was that quarterback I told you to get that card for? Yeah, I can't. He's a phenomenal quarterback. I don't want to insult the man personally or demean his skills, because Lamar Jackson, that's what his name is. So what they do is they take a mobile quarterback with a strong arm, and then I'll show you what they do. There's crossing route patterns, and they may have fixed this, so I don't know if they even do it anymore. But I'm just kind of goofing around. Oh, I just swacked Brady. Suck it, Brady. You just strolled into Thunderdome. That's what's up. You're a chicken butt. You don't know me. You're scared. I'm not scared at all. No. No, you're a chicken butt. Why are you scared? Ah! I'm sorry. Your mama. I'm not scared. You're scared. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that what you did? When you taught your mom how to throw touchdown passes?
that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's not me. I'm not. I'm playing.
Limiting explosive plays.
No, that's not me. I'm playing defense. I'm the one that let the guy stand and throw the ball.
Think of an explosive play. Most offensive staffs define
No.
passes of 20 or more yards.
I don't have the ball right now. No, the bad guy has the ball right now. That's the bad guy. Ooh! I just crushed him. You're silly. Your mom is scared.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one.
I have to get the ball back first. See the red and white guys? The red and white guys? That's not me.
Another shot from the one on
Yeah, I'm the black and gold guys.
Here's Brady to throw.
Hey, you're a chicken butt.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside.
Maybe you should have your own Madden stream.
Sidelines there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
They used your boy over there.
That guy just scored on me.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but she's trying to tell me how to play. You need to teach your mom how to play.
And the Bucs have
Hey,
taken the
you hey.
lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early.
There you go.
Presented himself. No reason to wait.
That's exactly right. That's what I've been trying to tell her the whole time. Yes.
And he's got it. It's now a
That sounds kind of personal. I don't need to know about that.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown.
I got
for
scored
the
on.
Bucs.
Oh man.
Now Pinion with a kickoff on
Yeah.
the touchdown.
She doesn't understand about defense yet. All right, so I'm now on offense, and I'm gonna run through some of the douche plays. All right. So this one, it's a crossing pattern. So if you look on the field right here, see if you look on the field here, you see how the underneath guy, Colston, he's going all the way across the field. So what these guys are going to do is they're going to come out, and they're going to run all the way across over here, and then they're just going to, and they're going to throw, and a lot of times they get that, right? But I think they've fixed a lot of these zones where it doesn't work like that quite anymore. But this is a popular play here. This is a play action, and I've learned how to beat this play because I hate it. So you notice what they're going to do here is they're going to fake the ball, and again, roll all the way out to the side, and then, and then he'll usually catch it, but I didn't do it because my quarterback doesn't have that kind of accuracy.
Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The intended target that time, Marcus Colston, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, poor baby. All right, so I'm going to try to do it again. Yeah, you got to listen. All right, so they'll run this play over and over and over ad infinitum. Ad in whatever. But it's getting better about they're fixing those glitches, so it's not as better. But essentially what you're seeing me doing, you see me roll out to one side and pass that ball all the way down the sideline. We would see players doing that every play, right? And I'm going to do it to the other side. I'm going to roll out and then, that play over and over and over. So you look at that play, you see what I did, and I'm going to run it to the other side, right? I'm just going to flip it. I'm just going to flip it. And that player right there, X, all I'm going to do is sit there and run outside. And then, boom, that guy just gets it every time. Every time. And you can do that every time. And it'll work. every time if I'm more careful, because I was kind of throwing on the run and it doesn't. Oh, see, that's what you got to do. You got to hit him outside like that dude just did to me. But I'm stubborn, so I'm going to run it again, because that's what these guys do, and that's what I'm trying to show you. So you see the play art. It's got that guy going towards the sideline. You just do that, and then every time he gets it, every time. When he's doing that crossing route, he beats that every time. So I'm going to run that same play again. You see how annoying it is. Or rather, on the other hand, how easy it is just to run the same play over and over, and you always get it. Always. So if I wanted to do that all the time, I could. It's that easy. See what I'm saying? It's that easy. I'm not even thinking about it. I just run it. I run outside. That guy gets all the way across the field, and he catches the ball every time because he's always got separation. It's absolutely ridiculous. It defies the laws of physics, and it defies the notion of having a realistic football simulation game, because there's nothing realistic about this at all. Well, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm showing you, and I'm showing anybody who ever watches this video in the future, which not, because it's like way too long. Probably break it down into smaller videos and actually structure and plan some content. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to run I'm going to do just a shorter video and do it just on douche plays. Speaking of which, I'm going to do the douche kick again. You ready to see the douche kick? All right, here is the douche kick. Sky kick. And it's going to go way high up in the air. And it's not going to go to the main returner. It's going to go to whoever this chump is. And there's hardly, like, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. And people do it every single kickoff because they're afraid that someone will get a good return. But I also already showed you on my kick return coverage that I can blow up that first blocker and get the guy even deeper just by running a regular kickoff. Of course, there is a chance that if someone's good, they can get around it. I've returned kicks for touchdowns on this game, so it can be done. But the reason the sky kick prevents that is because you get all of your defenders down the field right in the kicker's face before they have any room to move. So the average starting position is better, but there's like almost zero chance of a breakout awesome return. And see, that's just, I don't know, if there's no chance of awesome things happening either for me or against me, the game's not really fun. Because if I knew a defense right now that would stop every offensive play every time, I wouldn't run it. Because that would be pretty boring. And I'm not about boring. I play a game for fun, and I don't want boring. I don't know. I have a little admiration when somebody has a well put together drive and they end up scoring on me, and I don't steal the ball away from them and dance right in their stupid little faces when I score. Wait. Oh my God, that dude has moves. Look at those moves. Sean Payton is like a C cup at least. Oh my God. Sean Payton looks like Bob from Fight Club. He does, doesn't he? The coach on the sideline, the guy in the black hoodie and the visor. You'll see me. I'm going to run that deuce play all the way down the field and watch. It's going to work every single time.
Nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield, but that one incomplete.
So I'm just going to run deuce play all the way down the field. I'm going to go to the recent plays, and look, there it is. Hello, deuce play. So what this guy's going to do is he's going to drop back. And look at that. He's just sitting there all by himself. This is the coverage glitch that I was telling you about. If you want to, and we're going to stop this for a second. I want to see if I can get a replay on this. Coaching. Can I do a replay? Settings, no. Alright. But anyway, if there was a replay, you would see that he had a man following him in coverage. But that guy just kind of stopped and let him go at a certain point because coverage on this game is broken. And watch. Every play. Yeah, see, the guy just gives up on him. The guy just, the defender gives up on him. And I go, yeah, I can run this play all the way down the field. I'm flipping it and run it to the other side now. Every single time. And this is going to be a touchdown because, hey, why not? Deuce play. Oh, look, they actually got one. That's because I didn't, if I had stopped and threw the ball with set feet, see, I threw it on the run.
They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same
but you see what I'm saying. It's still douchey. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. So I'm going to turn off this thing and I'm going to watch it later. And I'm going to see if there's a better thing.